Welcome everybody, my name is Jeda, House of Jeda, The Roundtable.
They always catch you out in front of the store, so because you've been taking shortcuts, right? Put your hands up like no.
You've entered the House of Jeda, The Roundtable. Today we have a special guest on our episode, and at the close of the show, we'll have the most notorious freestyle rappers on the planet do their thing. They co-signed this, we didn't, you'll be the judge. Let's go, The Roundtable. All right. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is Jeda, the House of Jedas, the Round Table. Today we have a very special guest in the building. We're gonna take a slight turn today on the road of technology and talk about how technology and entertainment intertwine. Our guest is the CEO of Innovation Media, a multimedia company with emphasis on software applications, game development, technology, VR, and entertainment, and more. Their motto is, we prototype rapidly, and I definitely want to talk about that, find out what that means with our guests. In terms of client, the phases of their company: discovery, design, and build. And one of his clients is Tyra Banks. I know y'all know who she is. We're definitely going to talk about her. Our guest today is Omar Jamal. Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Walaikum assalam.
All right. Can we say that? Is that something we can do on a podcast? Is that politically correct? Can we do that? I think we can. This is our show. We can do whatever we want to do, right?
Sure, I mean, yeah.
Right? All right. Let's get into the question. The first question is, Omar, like I know, we've entered into a whole new era from the developer and consumer perspective, taking us to a higher degree of understanding tech, utilizing that tech along with our creative ideas and turning them into real world applications. For example, Facebook, SoundCloud, MySpace, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, the App Store, Google Play Store, Amazon, Spotify, and so many more. It's mind-numbing. So, Omar, in your opinion, as a developer of real world applications, how deep does the rabbit hole go in terms of innovation? What's next?
Well, really, with all the AR and VR and mixed reality right now, that's really where everything's going to start mixing together. For example, with Facebook and social media sites, the AR is going to start becoming something more that you'll see down the line. There's different things that they're going to be able to integrate that's going to help the social experience. Everything is moving right now with mixed reality, like Magic Leap and the other types of softwares hardwares like HoloLens and Google Eye. Those are just gonna evolve the experience, help you kind of really immerse yourself more with the experience. So that's really where technology is going to start heading and kind of leaning towards.
And I'm interested in the HoloLens. I think that, to me, is going to be the next stage in combining what you said, AR, with what's going on right now, VR. Is AR, what is AR exactly?
Yeah, AR is the augmented reality, and the VR is the virtual reality. So when we talk about mixed reality, it's like really the experience where you could have a virtual world that you could actually interact as if it was the real world. And with the HoloLens that you're mentioning, really that leans more into the augmented reality. So in that aspect, you'll be able to do something similar to like a Minority Report, if you remember that movie, where you have the UIs, the user interfaces in front of you, and you'll be able to shop right as you see something right invisibly in front of you.
You know what? I thought of that maybe first, before Steven Spielberg. Probably not. But I definitely like that idea, and I think that is where we're going. People are already shopping online, getting their groceries and things like that. So imagine that. Now you can see what you want to buy. You don't have to show up at the store. I like that. That's pretty cool.
Definitely.
Let's get into the second question. And by the way, Roundtable audience, Omar was invited to go to Los Angeles, and he did, to hang out with Tyra Banks and team. Omar developed a game app for Miss Banks for America's Next Top Model television show. I know you've seen it or at least heard about it. A lot of work, I'm told, went into developing this app for the model queen. So let's talk about it. Omar, let's discuss two things: professionalism and timeline, because we have a lot of young folks that are making apps and doing their thing, but they don't know what it's like to really be professional. They may not understand deadline and how important that is. How does innovation media deal with both and handling a startup this magnitude? What type of challenges did you face?
Well, the first thing really is to be organized. So really you had to be very aware that you are dealing with a high-profile celebrity. So right off the bat, if you're not organized, when you start talking, like for example, to Miss Banks, you will understand that they don't know so much about the development side of things. They do know entertainment as a whole. So when they start telling you their ideas, they start seeing it from a perspective as a live television or what they're more accustomed to. So what happens there is they'll start throwing so many ideas at you, but you still gotta be aware of your time frame. So you have to kind of at the same time be aware that it is a high profile celebrity, but you still have to have the guts and the courage to be able to say when enough is enough in a nice manner, for sure. Just telling them, listen, this is our timeline and how we're laying out the milestones. So to be able to actually finish your deadlines and finish the product in time and how it's expected, we both parties have to be able to understand that they have to still hit the timelines, both for their side, like Miss Banks, and our end. And it's extremely crucial to always be very communicative. You have to communicate all the time. It's very important.
So communication is important. Being able to be, as you said, have guts, right? Say what you need to say, but respectful, young people, with respect. And also the importance of timeline, deadlines, meeting your deadline, and not just yours. If you're working with a high-profile celebrity, also helping them meet their deadline so that they feel that crunch time on their side too, not just on your side, right?
That is correct.
Okay, that's interesting. So Tyra Banks, not just a pretty face, huh? Real business.
Definitely business. She really knows what she wants and how she wants it. So it's really just getting accustomed to working with the person, just like any other client.
Well, you know, I wouldn't mind being bossed around by Tyra. That's just my personal opinion. All right. So, you know, Omar, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Before you leave, can you tell people where they can find you so you can make an app for them?
Sure. Just go on innovationsmedia.net. You'll be able to see all the apps and different projects that we're working on or currently working on. Some for for profile celebrities, some for different original IPs or new IPs for different clients. And we'll love to be able to undertake any projects that anybody has.
All right, awesome. And let's get into We Prototype Rapidly, because that just intrigued me. What does that mean?
Well, that really means there's a stage called, there's a way of developing called Agile. So Agile really means that you have a milestone. Typically, we set our milestones per month basis, and every week we divide it up into what we call the sprint. So every week we have a deadline, meaning every day somebody has to be able to turn things around so that other people, like for example, the artist finishing a model that was handed on to a programmer, so that that week's task is actually completed and is be able to be recorded and progress correctly. And if there's any hiccups down the line or during a milestone, you're able to catch it on rapidly and be able to find a solution, because these things happen all the time in development. It's just knowing how to be able to foresee that, and the agile development with milestone and the sprints really help you to see that, and really help you to look at your timeline spreadsheet and say, okay, here's what we need to be able to adjust in case any of those unforeseens happen.
Right. See, Roundtable audience, you're listening to a professional here. If you don't know any of the lingo that he's talking about, you can just Google it. Last question. So you guys were at the Orlando IX 2018. From my personal experience and my game app that I developed called Emies Launchpad on Google Play and Amazon, I'm plugging it right now so everybody knows that's the game I made. What did you display this year? Was it Paradox Rift, or was it Fuel Factor, Goldcraft, Battle, Rampage, or Moonshot?
All right, so we actually displayed Paradox Rift. That project is very interesting now because it started out as mobile VR, but now it's on HTC Vive and Oculus Rift VR. And what we're doing with that is we're now developing location-based tracking. And what that means is that we are now a company that's able to do experiences such as the Void or spaces where you can actually immerse yourself in a VR experience and be able to touch the world and feel the world around you, so that you don't trip, but actually gives you a whole new perspective and immersive experience. And it is a battlegrounds arena where you could actually play as first person or third person, and the whole point of it is also that it's online. You could play with your friends, multiplayer, and it's all on VR, which these experiences are not as common right now on the VR space. And we are one of the companies now that fortunately has the technology and the experience to move along with it. So now the next step for us is with the new partners that we have, well, I would say publishers, is to be able to bring that game into confined spaces where you could actually feel the world around you and actually walk around the world without to be able to hook up to a computer. Walk around with the VR headset on, really as if you were in that world. Something very similar.
Is it the same game I played at Orlando X?
It is very different. It's very different. It's evolved. It's evolved a lot.
Oh my God, that one was like, I felt completely inside of that world. And I lost my sense of reality when playing the game that you had me. And the headphones were on. I think that the glasses just pulled me right into the world. It really took like 1 minute, 60 seconds, and I was there.
One thing, if I may add, is we're actually doing some different things with music as well. And I know you are very big into the music industry.
Very much so.
And so one of the things is that we're actually utilizing your hearing senses to help guide you through experiences, so that when you're plugged into the VR, you're not only seeing things, but if you could hear a rocket coming down from behind you and then cross near your ear and then go all the way across. So we're giving you a very 3D sense sounds, but not oversaturating it. It's really creating a balance and really help you have a sound design language.
True experience. I like that.
It's a true experience, not just visual and the touch, which is very important, but audio.
Almost 4D.
It is almost a 4D experience. You're right.
Very good. Well, I want to thank you for being part of our show. You are now in the Roundtable family. I appreciate you coming on the show, Omar.
Thank you very much. It was really great.
All right. Innovations Media, it was in the building. Omar is about to exit the building, and the House of Jeda Roundtable. All the listeners, everybody that's checking out the show, peace.
Next up, we got.
Your name for the round table?
Manuel R.
You know the rules. You have 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go hard over this Jeda beat and show us why you're the most notorious freestyle rapper on the planet. Round table.